you want to accomplish anything of value in your life, anything that's going to make your heart sing and your life feel like you've lived it, you're going to have to change this one thing that I'm about to share with you. Because if you don't, it's going to inhibit you from stepping into your fullest expression. It's going to block the law of attraction, and it's going to keep you in stagnation. And we don't want you to be there. We want you to grow. We want you to become that amazing, incredible human being that you were sent here to become. And even more importantly, we want you to offer the world your fullest and best self. So let's dive into this thing that you need to let go of in order to make that happen. Because I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to be free as a bird. Okay, let's get going. Sorry, that was a little dorky, but. We often fear what it is we don't have, and we often reject what it is that we don't have as well. What it is we don't have but other people do that bring out an insecurity within ourselves. The truth of the fact is that we are in fear of failure. And not only in fear of failure, but we're in fear of not being perfect. From the time we are born to the time we're 8 years old, we are programmed. Our subconscious mind is just soaking and sponging everything in our surroundings. And it's literally laying the foundation of how it is we're gonna live for the rest of our lives. If you've read the book, The 4 Agreements, you will be familiar with the word domestication. Domestication is the process that takes place in young adolescents from 0 to 8 years old. And you're pretty much taught to behave in a way that's in alignment with your parents' or your surroundings' idea of perfection. When you are behaving in their idea of perfection, you're rewarded. You know, you're loved. Oh, good boy, you weren't, being crazy and screaming at the grocery store. If you act out and you behave not in accordance and in alignment with what it is you've been taught, you're reprimanded. So we build this idea of perfection early on in our life, that we need to behave in a certain way to be accepted by our environment. And that is something that we carry on for the rest of our lives. So when that amazing idea pops into our head, or we decide we want to go after this huge dream, we are in fear of that dream. It excites us, but we're more afraid of it than we are in trying and wanting to accomplish it. We like the idea of it, but the idea of failing and not being perfect and being rejected by our surrounding takes over, and it actually keeps us from making any movement. So we let go of that dream, we keep doing what's accepted in our environment, what's accepted by the people around us, and lo and behold, we end up living a life that's not in alignment with our true purpose. So that's a little rant on a little bit what I'm getting into, but if you're going to create anything of value and purpose and just expansion in your life with the unique extension of the universe you are, you have to start redefining your idea of failure, your idea of perfection. There is no perfection. Well, you are perfect, exactly how you are in this moment, but you doing anything perfect is just an expectation that's unrealistic. When you're moving into a new space, when you're getting out of your comfort zone, there is unease there. You have to start redefining your relationship with that unease, because staying in one place, not going after your dream, is actually harboring more tension and more pain than that experience of maybe failing once, twice, or 25 times. The truth of the reality is, if you're trying anything new, if you're going after any dream that feels uncomfortable, but you know it's where you're supposed to be, you're not going to be perfect at it. And once we can acknowledge that truth, we can start redefining our idea of perfection and our idea of failure. You know, when I started out with my art business, I was so scared of failing. I was so scared of spending hours and hours and hours working on my art pieces and then failing by having nobody purchase my pieces. Not only would my ego be hurt, but I would have lost all of that time that I could have been doing something else, and it was a huge risk for me at the time. But that risk was worth taking because I knew that's where my heart was. I knew that I didn't want to keep doing what I was doing because it wasn't in alignment with where I was supposed to go in my life. So you have to decide in this moment, is my fear of failure inhibiting me from going after this dream? And if it is, you have to start redefining your definition of what it means to fail. Because what it means to fail is actually letting go of that dream altogether. is not making that first move or making that first step. That's the real definition of failure, is not even trying. You have to try, and you're not gonna be perfect, you're not gonna maybe do it right the first time, but that'll give you more information, more guidance towards what's going to work. And then one day you'll look back and be like, wow, this has been an incredible journey. I risked it, and look how much I've learned. Not only look how much I've learned, but I've not only attracted and created this dream that I'd once only dreamed of, but it's become something even greater. I love this idea, and I thought of this when I was starting out, is that my dream is this big right now. But as I start moving towards it, and as I'm failing and I'm picking myself up, it's going to become something even greater and even better. And we lose sight of that. We just see that terror barrier directly in front of us when we're trying to go after what it is we want. I just wanted to dedicate this video to telling you that you are worthy of your dream. Your life is worthy of your dream. Whatever you have and whatever you desire to accomplish, you would not have thought of it unless you were already capable of accomplishing it. The only thing standing in your way is your idea of needing to be perfect and accepted by those around you. Failing is the best thing you could possibly do, because that means you're moving towards your goal. You're moving towards your dream. Redefine your idea of failure. See it as a stepping stone, somewhere where you can just, you know what? Yes, I'm that much closer to where it is I want to be. There's nothing to be ashamed of here, because I'm not staying where I once was. I am moving forward. I am making efforts to take my life and grow and expand and become the human being that I was sent here to become. You are worthy of that risk, because if you stay the same, it's just going to not bring you this inspiration, this creativity that's longing to come towards you. We have to step forward. Sometimes we have to fail. We have to pick ourselves up again for that universal energy to come towards us and attract into our life what it is we want. I always see failures in my life as tests, as stepping stones, but tests. When I decide I want to up-level my life, I know that there's going to be a few stumbles along the way, and I see them as me affirming and committing to the universe and showing the universe, or God, or divine, whatever you want to call it, showing it that I am here and I'm here to stay. So what in your life, that's my question, is what in your life are you afraid of stepping into? And my second question is that fear worthy of you not going after it? And if it isn't, start making momentum. Start stepping forward and seeing your comfort zone as uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is the place of growth, it's the place of happiness, and you are worthy of that space. And your dreams literally will have way more momentum and way more energy when you're aligned in your uncomfort rather than in your comfort. Okay, so I went off for a little bit, but I just really wanted to get that point across. You are worthy of greatness, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more information about redefining your idea of failure or this idea of perfection, comment below. I'd love to hear your favorite part. If you're working with a fear in your life, and a great affirmation that I like to use is I am held. I am held and I am supported. And this experience in my life is serving me and my dream. So keep that in mind when you're feeling a little uncomfortable, but I do also want to say I'm super proud of you. If you're stepping into that and you just committed right now to step into this dream, I'm proud of you, and you deserve all of the goodness in the world, and it's going to come towards you as soon as you start making momentum and progress with that. So anyways, so much love. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching my video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, press that bell notification to be notified every single time I post a video. My name is Ashley Ducey with ashleyducey.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.